I am so glad you are here. It is Meditation Monday, the 6th of January, 2025. I said it yesterday in energy work, but I'll say it today. Happy New Year. May it be a good one for everyone. And today I want to talk about meditation for people who just get itchy and just totally discombobulated with that very word. Meditate, you mean sit still? No, I do not necessarily mean sit still, believe it or not. I've talked about specific poses and maintaining specific poses while meditating as a way to physically get in your body for a meditation. And for some people, that's enough. For some people, the challenge has to be there, like it has to be a difficult pose to hold. And there are some difficult poses to hold in those more traditional statuary that you might look at for inspiration. There's one that reappears around the world, for example, that can basically be described as holding an object with your arm more or less out to the side comfortably, not straight, just comfortably out to the side, but you're holding an object. In the example I saw, it was a upturned crescent moon. So those are great ways to meditate if that's enough physicality to get you grounded in your body and paying attention. But if it's not, repeated physical activity can also be a great way to meditate. So that could be yoga, that could be, the word has left my brain, a variety of slow-moving physical exercises. I would even include in that any preparation work for any form of dance performance. Not the performance itself necessarily, although that can be meditative too, but rather the repetitive layering on of skills that a bar workout in a dance class could give you, or anything like practicing tap steps would be another great example. So for today's meditation, I want us to just think in terms of a physical activity we can repeat. I'm just going to do something you can see. This can be all it is, and you can add your own concentration and will to it. So the fingers tapping together refocus you on this activity, on being here, now, and present. So if you have a hard time with sitting still for a meditation, don't think you have to sit still. Instead, let's keep a single physical thing going. It could be that you tap your foot. I know when I was a kid, I had too much energy. I would just put the ball of my foot where my toes are, near where my toes are, on the floor and bounce my heel. My heel never touches the floor. You can't tell I'm doing it. How do I know? I'm doing it now. But it keeps me focused and centered in my body and ready to participate. So find that simple thing you can repeat. It might just be this. It might be drawing a symbol. And just dive into that feeling. Close your eyes. Relax every muscle that's not involved in the repetitive movement. And breathe deeply. Maybe if your movement is as fast as mine, breathe in for 8 taps. Breathe out for 8 taps. Simply ground, center. If you're having a frustrating day, focus getting that frustration out with little sparks that come off of your fingers every time they meet like this. Just keep the activity up and fall into the activity. Let everything else fall away. Relax every muscle not involved and just breathe deeply. And let go of everything else you've got going on. Any thoughts about obligations or frustrations you might be having, they go away because you're focused. You're focused on the tap, 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 tap. And if that helps you fall into the meditation, perfect. If you're able to stop and stay focused on the meditation, maybe concentrating on the after effects, the sensations that still happen in your fingers after all of that tapping, wonderful. Deepen that relaxation. If you find your mind drifting, come back to the repetitive motion and fall into the repetitive motion again. It's okay if this is where you are meditatively. Just stay with it, and it gets better and better. Remember, there are studies that show that meditating for even 5 minutes a day has a profound impact on our health and our happiness, our well-being in general. And if you can get in 20 minutes a day, you are the A+ student. But that meditation can come in the form of a walk that's uninterrupted and calming. It can come in the form of a seated meditation where you vocalize. It can come in the form of a silent meditation. It can come in the form of I am escaping to the bathroom stall at work where no one will bother me for 5 minutes. Those are valid practices for meditation. So however you're getting that calmness, that centeredness, that self-value that meditation gives us, make it a great new year and tune in, and we'll meditate a little bit together every week. See you tomorrow for some magical technique. Blessed be.